am David. I am gullible, and that has gotten me into some trouble. For example, a long time ago in a not so nice part of town, I was approached by a streetwalker, and she was hideous. Oh God, she was hideous. But her marketing skills were stupendous. She had a tattoo across her chest that said, "Cheap, loose sluts." I'm not one to pass up a good deal. And then just then she sealed the deal. She told me about her reward program. She has a reward card program where after 10 visits you get a reward. I signed up. I had my 10 visits. I got chlamydia. Now, that wasn't the worst con I ever fell for. No, the worst con I ever fell for was marriage. Yes. My marriage was like prison. Yeah. My ex was the warden, and I had 2 little cellmates. Okay? I was let out on 8-hour work release every day. No conjugal visits. And when I got home, my cellmates gave me some shit. Seriously. Inmate number 1, aka my son, woke me up one night when he was younger, crying. Okay? So I sit up and I say, "Hey son, what's the matter?" You know, he lifts his foot up, said, "Okay, you know what, come here, let me kiss it better. I can go back to bed, you can go back to bed." So he hobbles over to the bed, he picks his foot up, and I kissed it. Oh, bad decision. His foot was wet and slimy. I start freaking out, okay? I jump out of bed, I push my kid down, I run to the bathroom, flip on the light switch, and oh my God, there was shit on my face. My son stepped in dog shit and came and made me kiss it. Yeah. So I grabbed the toothpaste, I grabbed the Listerine, I'm taking the plunger and plunging shit off of my face. I go through a whole roll of Lysol disinfectant wipes trying to get the sensation of dookie off of my face. Okay, it's gross. And if that's not bad enough, that's not dumb enough for you, the next day I call my sister and I tell her about how my son just gave me a dirty Sanchez. She promised not to tell anybody. So. Yeah. Right. The other day I was driving home and I noticed one of those Your Speed digital signs. It displays your speed as you're pulling up to it and everything, and it's supposed to shame you into doing the speed limit, right? And above that it says 35 miles an hour. I took that as a challenge, okay? I was like, I could totally beat that. So I hit the gas, I gunned it, and when I passed that sign it said 70. I doubled it. Woo! There was a cop, he pulled me up. Not a good decision. But he came up to my car and he asked that one question that has never been heard by anybody before. "Do you know why I pulled you over?" My response was not good. "Is it because I broke your record?" So I was late to the movies. And I like to go to the movies. I like to go alone, you know, because I get some relaxation, some alone time. Only every time I go, I'm always, interrupted by a bunch of kids who mess it up for me. They're on their phones, they're texting, they're making noise. So now when I go to the theaters, I take a squirt bottle with me. Yeah. And when I got to the theaters, sure enough, a group of kids walked in. They started messing up my theater experience, so I sprayed them. Those kids turned around, and the one kid that was right in front of me, I squirted him in the face. And he's like, "Did you just squirt me in the face?" And, "Yes, I did. Like your father should have done to your mother so you wouldn't be here fucking up my movie experience." Yeah. No, yeah. I'm not allowed to go back. So now I stream my movies. But that's not the first time my mouth has gotten me in trouble. My mouth gets me into trouble. Well, I learned it from my grandfather. It's not really my fault. My grandfather loved to go to Denny's. So long time ago, I took my grandfather to Denny's, and we go up to the hostess stand, and he's got a zipper down. And I knew about it, but I didn't want to tell him. I was too embarrassed to say anything. This was back when I was a shy little kid. And the hostess noticed, and in the sweetest way possible, she said, sir, you know, your zipper's down. And he just looked at her and said, oh, don't worry, sweetie. What, can't get up, can't get out? Grandpa, come on, really? Holy cow. So yeah. So we get seated, we order our food, and everything goes, you know, normal. I get my food, he gets his food, and I'm just enjoying it. You know, I love my pancakes from Denny's. He takes a bite, he says, oh my gosh, you know, this food really tastes like shit. It's like, oh really, Grandpa? How do you know what shit tastes like, Grandpa? He pushes his plate over to me, he says, I don't know, why don't you tell me, shit lips? Oh my gosh. All right. That was my short set. Thank you very much.